Is stream game listed wrong? Are we stuck in Infinity Queue? Steam's down? What do I think about anti-loop killers? I don't know, man. I don't think that the designers sit down and classify them as like anti-loop killers or map pressure killers before they start making them quite the same way that you might imagine that they do. So if you were like a fresh, I don't know, game developer and you wanted to jump into learning Unreal, this is probably where you'd start. This is like the first person template for Unreal. They start you off with a little level, and they've already started a pawn for you. First person character. We're gonna have to do window capture. There's no way around it. Too many different windows. Where's my background for chat? There we go, that's better. Let's increase that, because you can't read shit there. Watching this on a phone is pretty funny, I'll bet. Give me the full blueprint editor, please. First person character. What are you? First person character, C++ class. Oh, we're gonna look at some code, boys. We could switch to the brand new programming and game dev directory on Twitch. Ooh, that's a good idea. I mean, I wanted to play Dead by Daylight though. Attempting to log in. This is not working out. You got thousands of hours in Unity, but almost none in Unreal. Give it a try, man. It's cool. Leave me alone. Let me use Visual Studio. Stop it. Could not download a oh fuck guys. My Visual Studio is not legit. This is so sad. Well, I'll have to deal with that later. Anyway, that answered my question, which is that first-person character is a character, so that's cool. It's a pawn. Steam just came up. Let me double check. I promised you guys some blueprints. You're gonna get some blueprints. Woo! That's a little loud, huh? See you later, Trap. So this is already like out of the box. I didn't do any of this. This is a first-person template. They give it to you. There's some balls. Shoot balls that bounce. It's cool. Cool shit. Why doesn't that box have collision? Oh, it does. Sweet, actually. That's pretty cool. So what's your deal? You're just an editor cube. You're just a static mesh actor. How do you have the physics on you then? How do you have physics, my friend? Simulate physics is off. It's probably from his default collision presets. Static. See, we're about 5 minutes in and I already don't understand. I already don't understand how this thing... Like, that's a... Is it because it's gonna look into a wall? Is that why? It's the static mesh actor. How do you work? So you guys wanted to see what a blueprint was, so I'll make one. We're gonna make a new blueprint class. Let's make it actor. This is gonna be called high chat. Let's use proper naming conventions. Called it BP high chat. Change to game. What the fuck? Yeah, okay, I'll switch the category. Software and game development. Steam is down. Done. I mean, as soon as Steam comes up, I want to play some DBD. I haven't played in a week. So, this is what a blueprint looks like. It's a way to put components and scripts and stuff together. Steam's not down anymore. Try restarting with the task manager. Give me a second. So let's create something you can actually see. So let's add a static mesh. And I have no idea what kind of starter content I actually have. So, I don't know. What do we got? We got a 1 meter cube. We got some shapes. That's boring. Anything interesting? We got a rock. What about a chair? People like chairs. There we go. Got a chair. Cool. So now I could put that into my level. All right. Cool. I got a chair. Bam. Chair. Fancy chair? Not yet. Not yet, it's not. It's not a fancy chair until it levitates. So to do that, we could just go right into the event graph and start doing something like, I don't know. We're gonna want to move the chair so we could like something like this. On tick, move the chair. We'll take where it was. We'll take the amount of time that's gone. We'll multiply that by, I don't know, 10 centimeters per second. Let's make that 100 and, no, let's make that 50 centimeters per second. Let's have to make a vector here. Plug that into the Z component. This is blueprints, by the way. This is what it is. Slap that shit in there. Oh, I was about to hit my like straighten everything out command. At work we have a plugin that I really love called like Blueprint Assist, and the #1 thing I use it for is that there's a hotkey that automatically straightens all your lines and all your nodes and puts everything in place, so you don't actually have to like I don't have to move stuff. Because honestly, as fun as it is, like, spending time moving nodes around is wasted time. That's not programming. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I have a hotkey that just puts everything in place. So what happens now if we start... Oh! Oh! Why is he going backwards? Chat, we have a mystery. Why is it going backwards? We only put Z. We have a bug! Guys, we have a bug. Let's check it out. Why? Oh, it's because I also plugged it into X. Okay, well, we figured it out. We only want to increase the Z component. There we go. Goodbye! Now, what if we take our player and we spawn him on top of the chair? I fell right off. Yeah, there we go. Goodbye, cruel world. Okay, but that's boring. That just goes straight up. What if we wanted it to go up and down? And more importantly, what if we wanted to do that in a way that we could then reuse it for anything? Now you're thinking with components. So let's go ahead and add a component. We're going to do a new component. It's going to be an actor component. It doesn't need to be a scene component. A scene component has its own location. An actor component is just some code that you stick to an existing actor. So let's take one of those. This is going to be called our
any plans to celebrate
up and
today,
down
the day of dirt,
mover actor
fast air in
component.
California?
What the fuck are you talking about? So what I want is something that hovers up and down in the air. That's what I'm thinking of. You know how, I don't know, imagine you're playing like a 90s arcadey game and there's like a pickup and it's kind of like floating in the air, right? It's kind of like...
It's September 21st. Do you remember?
Is this a Earth, Wind, and Fire reference? So let's see. You want this object to undulate. I'm going to go with oscillate. If there's a difference, I don't know what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and save a reference to its start location. Sorry, I think at some point I muted myself. My apologies, sorry. So, I don't know how long I've been muted for. This is a component. It's going to go on an actor. To get the owner of the component, we have a little note. It's called get owner. Where did my music go? Cool. Okay, so I'm going to get this guy's location. Save it. Cool. Now, let's also get the time that we started, because I want to do some time-based stuff, but rather than like getting delta time and incrementing stuff constantly, I don't want to do that. I have a better idea. I'm going to save a time. Muted lol. Sorry, I was muted. This guy's location sounds like a threat. Oh, you know why I got muted? You know why I got muted. I got muted because F2 is my mute key and it's also my rename key. I'm gonna fix that right now. We can't go on like this. This is unsustainable. Okay. So yeah, so we want something that floats in the air and then goes up and then goes down and then goes up and then goes down. Now, can you mathematicians think of anything that does that? Oh, I'm so happy to hear that you're playing Urquan Masters Internal Bleeding. It is good shit. I will freely admit that there's a bit of a laggish area in the middle where you kind of feel like you have to grind like minerals.
Stream
but...
idea. On April 1st,
that's
make
right.
The most scuffed
A sine wave.
DVD you can in 1 hour using blueprints.
Throw random numbers and math functions and hope for the best. That's it. Make the most scuffed version of DVD you can in 1 hour. Oh man. The problem is it's not going to be fun. It just won't be anything. Is this the type of code they use for DVD? No, not really. This is what you do if you want to prototype an idea. What was I going? Oh yeah. So we want to do a sine wave. We want to set the location based on the original location plus the output of a sine wave based on how long it's been. So let's just go ahead and get sine in radians, I guess. And we will only want it, so we're going to want to make a vector. Plug that in there. Actually, well, this is going to be multiplied by something. We'll get back to you. Plug that shit in there. Take the original plus the changed version based on sine of our time. Sines of our times. Go ahead, get our owner. Set their world location. On tick from a blueprint. If you're watching and you're going to make a professional game, don't do this. You see this? You see this tick in a blueprint moving an actor? Don't do it. Just don't. I learned it from watching you, McLean. Oh, fuck. I've created a generation of bad programmers. It's okay. I don't care. Okay, so we now have every frame update. We're going to update our chair's look, or whatever the actor that we put the up and down mover actor component is. Every frame it'll move them. But what will it move it by? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. So we have the start time. So what we want to do is basically find out how long it's been since the start time. So what we can do is get now and subtract what time it was at the time, which will give us a time span. Now I want to know how many, let's say, milliseconds it's been in this time span. So that means after 1 second, this is going to give me 1,000. After 2 seconds, it's going to be giving me 2,000. I'm going to take that and I'm going to slam it. I'm just going to fucking slam it right into my sine function. Cool thing about a sine function is that it is, what's the word I'm looking for? The thing where it doesn't matter how high it is. It's cyclical. It's cyclical. That's what I'm talking about. So it's all good. Doesn't matter how high it gets. We're still going to get values between 0 and 1. So 0 and 1, if I were to add that or subtract that from my location, I mean, you're not going to notice it. The base unit of measurement in a reel is the centimeter. So we don't want that. So let's go ahead and multiply that by 100. So now we're going to float up and down by 100 units, or 1 meter. to actually see this happen, we're probably going to want to put our chair up a little bit, or it's going to go into the ground, and we don't want that. And the last, we have to, oh, I already did. I already added the up and down mover actor component. Cool. Okay, as you can see, it's moving a little bit too fast. It's going a little bit too fast. So let's go ahead and slow it down a little bit. Now, can anybody tell me why it's going so fast? Now, this is the sine function taking radians. Now, I'm sure you all remember your math courses, where one complete circle is 2 pi radians. 2 pi is exactly 7. So probably this is going to be too fast, because we're doing 1,000 per second. So probably what we have here is something like 200 revolutions per second. That's too much. So right off the bat, we could probably make this more understandable to our poor little monkey brains by using sine in degrees. And already I'm sure I lost somebody who was like, you don't do math in degrees. Well, too bad. There exists a node for this right here, sine in degrees. So fuck off. I'm going to do it. So right off the bat, this is going to slow it down by about 100 times. And that's looking a little bit better. What do we say, guys?
2 pies don't equal 7. What fucking pie cloning machine do you own, and why aren't you solving world hunger?
Pi equals 2.5, give or take. Exactly. Yeah, so now we have a nice happy chair. You can do better. So this is production ready. Ship it. And we're done. I think that Dead by Daylight is ready to go. It has weird intervals. I was hoping you wouldn't notice. There's a definite hitch. I wonder why. Thank you for coming to my Unreal tutorial. I think I will do more. I think I will do more of that. That was actually kind of fun. Oh shush. Do you always use blueprints, or have you coded normally before? I assure you, Bori, I have coded. The vast majority of what I did for production was C++ code. But I really do like messing around with blueprints for fun, to just make silly stuff in the editor. It's fun, what can I say? It's also, in my professional experience, it's useful for quickly prototyping something. You mock it up quickly in blueprints. Oh, it should be like this or like that. Okay, cool. It gives me a good idea. Throw out the blueprint and write some good C++ code. That's fine. Have I tried Blight yet? I've been gone for 2 updates and they already broke. I haven't actually. What's wrong, Aquamelon? Doing a crossword and having a brain fart. Oh, yeah? I guess I should probably put myself back in... Dead by Daylight. Done. The longest unit of measurement of time in a day that isn't a day itself. It's a crossword, so I assume you have some hints here. Four letters. I mean, I assume that we want to say, like, hour, and then you're going to be like, our nuts. Let's play Fixed Cenobite. Our D's nuts in your mouth. Cool. Does it make you sad going on this game? No. I have not yet reached the point where I feel sad about it. I like the game. And, like, at this point, I still know that a lot of work that I did is, like, coming soon. Good stuff that I'm proud of. Things will change again. I mean, this process, you know, happens in phases. Once we get past the next big patch, then I'll be in the realm where all of my work is done. And then I will feel differently again. Here you go. This is Barnaby. This is the source of all the complaining that you hear. She lost a lot of weight. I don't think she's, like, unhealthy. She still seems to be okay. She's just not anywhere near as heavy or round as she used to be. Did we look over the patch notes already? Yeah, we sure did, Liam. Did you get what you wanted? Is this what you wanted? Say hello. Now say goodbye. Stress the move? Ah, we haven't moved yet. She's only going to get worse. The game has gotten blurry after recent update. Do you know the fix? What console/platform are you playing on? What's the name for the priest piece in chess? The bishop? PC. It could be related to the patch note you saw about automatic 4K. Are you playing on a 4K monitor? Is that a standing desk? Sure is, Bori. Had your bishop in my room. I knew it was going to go in that direction. 1080p. What killers did I help create? I'm going to have to create my FAQ one day. one day, I will answer the questions. Once and for all. And then I'll never give this speech again. But in the meantime, the killers that I worked on were Trapper, Wraith, Nurse, Doctor, Clown, Plague, Demogorgon, Blight, as well as the Freddy rework. Pretty much all of the killer reworks except for Billy and Leatherface. I was not involved. Not a big fan of how those turned out, actually. Even if you make an FAQ, nobody will read it. True. I don't care if people read it. I don't care if people get the information. But then I won't feel like I have to repeat the answer. Come on. Come on, game. You can do it. Billy Reward did not come out okay. Yeah, well. I don't think that the overheat change was anywhere near as important as it often gets made out to be, but I also don't think it was necessary. Alright. It's been a minute, guys. I actually haven't played since last week when I streamed this, so warm up round. Oh no. No, get off my totem. Wait. That would be a dull totem. Alright, never mind. It's fine. Do whatever you want. Shit. Fuck yeah. This add-on's busted. Double engravings with overheat is markedly different experience to prior. Yeah, sure, but nobody's forcing you to put double engravings on. No, my totem! Oh, yes! The chain stopped him. Hell yeah. Thanks, chains. Vision mail. Good job, Bill. What'd you do, Bill? And why? Why'd you do it? Well done. Let Pinhead come. Yeah, seriously. Devour? I forgot I was running Devour. Alright, fine. Let's just walk away and let them seal their doom. Yeah, I don't really understand the changes about the box and the chain hunt rules and stuff like that. I don't really understand why. That's the part of the character that seems overly complicated to me. It's very easy to say I think there ought to be a simpler way to do it. It's like I don't actually have a better solution, but it seems oddly complicated.
At mceline_yep, an easily agitated doctor in a hospital for dementia-ridden people had his visitors wander off contently. He kept losing his patience.
Ah, yes. Patience. What? Couldn't come. Shit. I don't think he's... Well, he's not complicated to play, but the rules about, like, the box and what happens when you pick up the box and who picks up the box and then who's affected by it. Who's affected by it and, like, when. That stuff seems like... I don't know. Like, I wish I could have... Hello? Why does it say press space? This isn't a crashing bug. This is just Steam. Time to get out the Switch. About to get the Moris, yeah. What I think of Unity in comparison to Unreal? I mean, I haven't really used Unity since I was in school. It's what I use to learn game dev. So, like, what I have now are, like, 6 years of professional experience working with Unreal. Mind you, only for one game, really. Versus, like, a year and a half of using Unity for a whole bunch of, like, very, very small, like, rough prototype slash, like, school projects. So it is hard to compare. And as like a gameplay programmer, I haven't really delved into all the different features of the engine. And there's a lot of stuff that's really good about Unreal. It's not really so much for me as a gameplay programmer. From my perspective, like, the blueprint scripting is fun and fast, and I like using it. And Unity doesn't really have anything that can compare to that. But it doesn't, like, need to. It's still very easy to prototype stuff in Unity by just throwing, like, C# scripts onto any, like, random object and be like, do the thing. It's fine. So I don't have any great insight into, like, which is better for any particular reason. Fuck. If you want to get deep into it, having the Unreal source be so readily available and, like, modifiable is fantastic, whereas Unity is a lot more black box. But even that is, like, these are opinions from, like, 6 years ago. Things may have changed. Heckin'. Unity did get blueprints, not as good as Unreal's, but they exist. Cool. I'd have to check that out sometime. Okay, do we want to figure out... So, we were messing around in Unreal earlier, and we made a chair. And we decided that this chair needed to oscillate. So, we did that. But you'll notice that there's like weird hiccup, right? Why is that? Now, it happens like roughly once every 3 bounces, right? Now, if we look at the code, I figured it out. So this is what we're doing. We're getting the start time. We're getting our current time minus the start time. How many milliseconds is that? Feed that into a sine function taking degrees. So 360 degrees is a full rotation. However, this is not the total number of milliseconds. This is the milliseconds portion of the time. 1 second plus 1 millisecond, 1 second plus 2 milliseconds, 1 second plus 3 milliseconds, and then it's going to tick over to like 1 second, 999 milliseconds, back down to 0. 3 sec, like 1 second and, or sorry, like from 1 and 999 to 2 and 0. So that means that every time we get, every like second, instead of continuing to increase smoothly, which is what we want for our sine function, it resets to 0, and that's where you see the disconnect. So let's go ahead and fix that. Get total milliseconds.
I'm surprised that Steam could ever be down. I thought it rises.
Apparently total milliseconds. Nice. Why does total milliseconds return a float instead of an integer? This Unity, this is Unreal Engine. And now our happy little chair bounces with no hiccups. We fixed the bug. Happy chair. What else can we make bounce? What else can we make bounce? Let's make a new actor. Actor number 2 may not contain spaces. You'd think that after however many years I'd remember that. No. Anyway, that's what underscores are for. Have you named the chair? We have not. Hey, thanks, Pickle Butt Man. I'm sure that whatever Scott said is a lie. I'm basically garbage. But thank you for stopping in to check and see for yourself. So we're going to start the same way again. I'm just going to find some kind of static mesh. And we can do a little search through the props. Like, what kind of props do we have? I have no idea. What's in our starter content? What kind of props do we have? Chair, bush, table, statue, rock. Kind of boring. We got a funky lamp. We got a couch. Kind of cool.
I want to name the chair
Oh, take whatever this fucking thing is.
Blelilel, what do you think? Blel.
That seems like a perfect name. We're gonna take that, and we're gonna name the chair that.
Name it Jonathan, after Thor's hammer.
That's not... Well, so if we're gonna have its name, it needs to have a name tag, so we're gonna add some text. Throw some text onto it. And the text is... Yeah, but we're gonna... Oh, we're definitely gonna need some line breaks, though. Can we get some line breaks? Get some line breaks in there. Even out the spacing. Very cool. Let's get some center alignment on that shit. I think it's perfect. What do we think, guys? How do you feel about that? Meanwhile, this thing, whatever it is, this can be Jonathan after Thor's hammer. I'm gonna be honest, I don't get it. I'll center that shit too. This guy's gonna rotate. This guy's definitely gonna rotate. Where did I put my starter content? Actor number 2. I'll rotate that shit. Whoop. Jonathan. Jonathan's just sitting there. We're gonna make Jonathan rotate. Now, there is a component that actually does this. There's a rotating movement component, but that's boring. We're gonna do it ourselves. We're gonna do a new blueprint script component. It's gonna be an actor component again. This one's gonna be a rotating, but we do it ourselves component. It can't be more than 32 characters. Rotating, but we do it ourselves component. Now that's a gamer chair. Damn right. Okay. So we're gonna have the same starting strategy as the up and down mover actor component. We're gonna go ahead and grab the start location and start time. Since this is a new blueprint, we don't actually have a start location or start time, but here's a cool trick. Create variable start location, create variable start time. Bam, so we're already halfway there. So now, instead of I guess we'll use the same strat. Actually, you know what? Maybe we should do it. Maybe we should do it with delta seconds this time, because someone was sad that we weren't using the delta seconds out of the tick last time. So I think that there's a way to do this then. I think there's like a rotate. Just straight up rotate my owner. So one of the fun things about blueprint prototyping is if like you're not sure if like a function exists or something, it'd be just like, can I just rotate this? And you just like rotate, and they'll be like, oh, add actor world rotation. Fuck yeah, right? I had no idea what this function was called. I had a vague idea that something like it might exist. I'm just like, hey, cool, check it out. We got a function. So like, don't program your game for production like that. But if all you're doing is this, all you're doing is fucking around in the editor, do that, 100%. Rotate it 360 degrees and back again using sine waves. That'll be for version 2. This one's just gonna spin in a circle. Okay, so I think we only want to rotate around the z-axis. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this thing again. We're gonna make a rotator. This is the hard part because you need maths. Ah, there we go. So we could just plug this directly in here and say, okay, I'm done. Let's do it. Check it out. But our boy is rotating so slow. Look how slow our boy is rotating. Look how excited Lele is. And look how fucking lazy Jonathan is. Lazy fucker. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a... I'm going to call this a... Do we want to do the rotation in turns per second? Or do we want to do how many seconds for one turn? Is this a frequency or a period?
Here's context for Archer BTW.
What is the name of this hammer? Junior?
Jonathan?
Thank you. These blueprints, when used with someone with knowledge, look like cheating. Literally unfair. This is just fun prototyping. And if you haven't done it, you should. This is free. You can download Unreal for free. What I'm doing here, you can do it. Would I recommend learning Unreal with blueprints or C++? Depends what you want to do. If you want to like learn programming, do programming. If you just want to fuck around, this is prime fucking around. It's easier to fuck around like this if you understand the concepts from a programming perspective, but it's not necessary. Okay, so I want a new... Do we settle on a frequency or a period? Let's do like how many rotations per second? Let's do it rotations per second. So in this case, we take the rotations per second, divide it by how much time we actually have. And that will be the amount of rotation we want to do. So let's do 1 rotation per second. Catch you later, Aquamelon. Obviously, I fucked up. I sounded way too confident about that, didn't I? Oh, what have we done to Jonathan? Okay, so, that's not right. This is clearly... Let's check our math again. Let's check our math again. I have an important email to answer. 1 second. All right, so let me try that again. With math this time. So the amount that we want to rotate is going to be the amount of time times the rotations per second. But what the part that I'm missing here is how many degrees it actually takes to do a full rotation. So it sounds to me like what we need, and this part is the one that's going to seem like cheating. We need a math expression. I said we need a math expression. I said we need a... I see that the window shows on OBS, but I literally don't see that over here. Hold on. What the fuck? What is going on here? Sorry, my Unreal is having a moment. It's very strange. Very strange what's happening here. I'm seeing black screen over here, but it looks fine over on my OBS. So I guess I'll just maximize OBS and work out of the stream preview. This is not the ideal workflow. Screen's literally black. Look, I'm looking at my stream preview. Okay. Right-clicking has been glitching in UE4 as of late. Well, that sucks big time. Oh, fuck. Hello? Maybe I'll just restart this. I cheated too hard. Yeah. My blueprints were going too smooth. Is it a coding stream? I mean, fucking Steam's down again, so what can I do? Rotating, but we do it ourselves component. Okay. We're back. So we're going to do a math expression, which is something super cool that I highly recommend. Hello? Something super cool that I highly recommend that people get into. So for math expression, you can do something like this. You can do delta time times rotations per second times 360 or something like that. That didn't work. Okay, you could do something like this. Do you have to prevent this to run the variable? You don't have to. You can set the variables up however you want. I wanted to give them expressive names, though. It doesn't like that. Ah, because that's already a variable name. Interesting. That's why. It's gonna be time times rotations times 360 times whatever times degrees in a circle. Then delta seconds goes in, rotations per second goes in, and degrees in a circle is 360 last time I checked. Throw that into the rotator, and that's how much time, that's how much rotation we want to do. So anyway, you can put whatever you want in the expression, and then for each variable that it detects, it'll throw out an input node. So then you can plug whatever you want in there. Which is, if you ask me, super cool. So fucking Jonathan is doing it. Now we're gonna do something even cooler. We're gonna take this rotations per second. If degrees in circle, why not hard code in the expression? Well, I wasn't sure if this would work. I don't know if that works. It does, okay, fine. So what we can do, which is pretty cool, is we're gonna take this rotations per second and we're gonna make it instance editable. The fuck does that mean? It means we can go over to our friend Jonathan here. Hello, details pane. Details. Details pane. Thank you. Thanks. Okay. So Jonathan now should have an exposed variable. No, he doesn't, because it's a component on Jonathan. Where are your components, Jonathan? Fuck. Having a brain fart. Is this your own game? No, this is a level where this happens. Yeah, this is my game. Why can't I edit instances of your components, Jonathan? Why aren't they visible? I'm very good at my job. Thank you, Sentient Bacon. You quit working for DBD. Yes, I am working on a new project now at a different company. Something's missing. And it's something so basic. It's like a muscle memory where I'm like, wait, where do I normally change the values of his actor components? Like it's because I don't have this editor set up the same way that I do at work. Aha! Yeah, right there. Right there. Why didn't I see that over here? Is it because of where it's pinned? Anyway, this is bad. Ever tried working on 2D games? I have. I've made a 2D game. So here is the rotating but we do it ourselves component. And here we can edit on the instance of Jonathan how many rotations per second. So this Jonathan is going to do 0.5 rotations per second. And then we're going to put a new Jonathan in here, right next to him. And this Jonathan... Oh, I see. I see what happened. It's because my details window was squished. This rotating but we do it ourselves component is going to rotate at 2 rotations per second. Yeah, I got an epic unknown. Thank you. You were absolutely right. I was looking at it going like, what the fuck? It's because this bit where it shows the components was just squished. So now we have slow Jonathan and fast Jonathan. What'll happen after I walk under the chair? I'll put the chair a little bit higher so I can squeeze under it. Teabagged by a chair. I'm rooting for fast Jonathan. John Jr., gotta make him smaller. Is the smaller Jonathan the one who rotates faster? There's a fast way to do that. We can just scale him. There he goes. Look at the little guy. Smaller one has more pep in his step. Is that how the eye feels when the lamp jumps on it? I'm surprised you know about that. That's an old one. Now, Jonathan over here, he's spinning so fast that I can't read his name, so let's fix that. So this this text render right here. We're gonna want it to continuously point at the character so we can read it. Okay, so world location. I want to look at vector. So if I want this thing to look at my current player, yeah, and then we're going to take that text and we're going to set its rotation. It's in the world. And we do it on tick because I'm a rebel. I don't care about performance. Need to rename Jonathan to Brain Cell 1 and Brain Cell 2. Now, if I just shoot this right in, it should work, but it'll look a little funny. Actually, that works just fine. No funny business detected. Is this a spaghetti code? I see the noodles. Yeah, this is spaghetti code. Okay, well, what I was going to do... Actually, I think I can show you what's happening if I eject. Which is... Do I have to be in the viewport to eject? I do. Okay. So let me show you the problem. look how the name is bending down to see me, right? This is me. This is what I look like. This is what a first person looks like. That's right. If all you see is your gun and your arms, that's all your character is in the world, is a gun and arms. Sorry to pull back the curtain and reveal the secret to you. So you see how like the name looks fine to me. That's because the name is bending down to look at me, so it looks like straight on. So we could fix that. We could make it so that that doesn't happen. What does his shadow look like? I need a light source. I don't know if I'm even casting shadows. I don't seem to be casting shadows. He's got a shadow. I don't have a shadow. Bogus. So let's take this look at rotation, but we're not going to change the Z. So we're going to break this vector and make this vector. So we're going to take the roll, take the pitch, but leave the yaw. Yaw is up and down. Wait, that's not true at all. That's false. What I said to you was a lie. Roll, pitch, yaw. I learned that from playing Wing Commander. Snap that shit in there. Now Jonathan's name doesn't care about me. Jonathan's name bows down to no one. Yet again. Let's get up real close. Lose focus, eject. And as you can see, straight fucking name. Yeah, we don't leave a shadow. Blalelele is a shadow. We don't leave a shadow. Can make the name change color over time? Fuck yeah, man, sure. How are we gonna do that? Let's get the text render. Text render has text render color, so let's set the text render color. Value. So let's make a color. No, let's select a color. No, let's linearly interpolate a color. What? I want a lerp. What kind of color options do I have? It's right there. Ooh, a delta time and interp speed. I just want to interpolate between 2 points, though. Lerp linear color. Ah, perfect. Convert linear color to color? Yeah, fine. That's, I don't give a shit. Okay, so can it just rotate over the full spectrum? Can you? How would I rotate over the full spectrum? It's a rainbow. I was just gonna pick 2 colors and interpolate between them. So calming I could watch this while falling asleep. Not sure if that's a good thing. But I'll take it. Mini Jonathan. Okay, well I think we can do that. I think I can go over here, take a look at little Jonathan, take a look at his text render, and change his name here to little Jonathan. There we go. Better? Thank you, Noah, buddy. That's good. I'm actually, the more I'm looking at it, the more I kind of like this, what? I kind of like this, because I can just smack my delta time in there. Get the render color, slap that in our current. Let's go ahead and put a value for interpolation speed. Text color interp speed. And we'll make that instance editable too, so that different Jonathans can change their name color at different rates, because that's what they want. Make the default 1 interpolation per second. No time to check our code. Compile, save, play. Nothing's happening because I didn't play. Because I didn't hook up the wire. All right, so that went right to black. Why is it going right to black? Because I didn't hook up that wire either. Is it changing? Is there a way to automatically tidy up the thingies? Yeah, if you use a plugin. There's a plugin I use at work called Blueprint Assist. One hotkey straightens everything out. Is it changing? We're going to do a little debugging now. We're going to do a little debugging, folks. We're going to find out what's happening. Now, this is kind of cool. You can see the flow of execution, but we're going to stop it right here. So what's coming out? 000 is the current text render color. Really? The target is black. We're getting 000. So why does it look... Oh, wait, it is, wait, hold on. Wait, now it's black. Wait, hold on. What? Wait a minute, we just got trolled. It was for sure not working. Then we debugged, and it said that it was black, and we came back and it was black. What's the plugin called? Blueprint Assist. Look it up, it's really good. It's really good. Wait, oh. We tabbed that for a second and went black. What's going on here? Did you create the custom rotating component using C++? What? You want to see my custom rotating component? It's called a rotating, but we do it ourselves component. This is the code. You like it? Try different colors. Indeed. Let's go for red. This interpolation is fucking bogus. We're gonna collect alpha. We're gonna accumulate the delta time. We'll go from white to black, and then back again. Ah, fuck it. Let's do a sine function again. Why not? I'll do a sine function. That's a neat trick. Now we probably don't want to use. So this little alpha variable is basically how far between the start and the end we are. So at 0 it'll be white. At 1 it'll be black. Now if we do a sine function, we're gonna get -1 to 1, and we don't want that. Luckily, there's a fix for that. Let's use the absolute value. Let's get abs. There we go. So what are we doing here? We're collecting how much time it's been. We're using that, we're putting that into a sine function, taking radians. This is coming in seconds, which means it's going to do a full revolution in 2 pi seconds. We're doing absolute value, so we can chop that in half because we only care about 1/2 of the sine wave, the positive half. So we're going to basically do a full cycle in pi seconds. So it should go white, black, white, black, white, black. Absolute sine isn't piecewise smooth. Coming in here with your big brain. Looks smooth to me, big brain. Can we look at a graph of an absolute function and a sine function? Does Wolfram Alpha have that? Yeah, Wolfram Alpha. Give me absolute value of the sine function of x. Shit, he's right. Sine over 2 plus 1 won't have the sharp trows. Oh god. Guys, I hate to tell you this, but Imbecilicus Rex is smarter than I am. Luckily, as a programmer, I can just copy-paste his code. So, it's time to bust out my old friend, the math expression. I probably don't need that, actually. Well, yeah, no, let's do it just like you said. Let's take our sine of x, divided by 2, plus 1. Take sine of x, put it in there, take it out. Wait, do you mean the absolute value of sine of x plus 2? Now that I have started copying code, I stopped thinking about it, and it's going to take me a bit longer to answer my own questions than if I just worked this out myself. Did you go to uni? Sure did. You have to go to uni to understand sine plus 0.5. It's an extremely advanced function. We can also take a look at the graph. Look at this graph. So, absolute value of sine of x over 2 plus 1. Oh! Look at that shit. And like you said, we only need to raise it by 0.5. Look at that waveform. Oh, shit. We did some advanced programming today, boys. And now the result. This is what our giant brains have wrought. Hey, wait, it stopped working. Oh, there it goes. Wait, it doesn't look right. Whatever. It's fine. What's up, Lilith? Almost smooth color changes. Hell yeah. Maybe it'll be better if we do it from like blue to red. So, let's do blue to red. So we're going to do a linear interpolation between blue and red. Turns out that between blue and red there's a bunch of purple. Who knew? How much to commission a game that only features single frame uncapped flicks? I'll get right on that. Linear interpolation using a sine graph. Yes, Noobwater, we are very smart. Look, the math checks out. We did the math. Look at that's a graph. You also don't. Oh yeah, why am I still putting it to the absolute value? The whole point is that it's the sine function that we've. Right. That was the point of the exercise, was to avoid. Sorry. See? I told you. I went into copy paste mode. So guess what we can do? Deleted it. We can actually do this step by step if you want to understand what the fuck we just did. So what we wanted was to get something that went periodically between 0 and 1. And sine of x, show me the graph, is going to go between 1 and minus 1. So you can be like, it's fine, just raise it. Just raise it. Now we have something, but it's going from 2 to 1. So you can be like, just divide it by half. And there we go. We did it. We got a nice smooth function that goes from 0 to 1 periodically. And we're using that to interpolate linearly between two colors. Aren't we smart? Let's fix our math here. It's going to be sine of x plus 1 divided by 2. Sweet. Stephen Wolfram also streams on Twitch? Hell yeah. I hear he's kind of a... Oh yeah, we did this too. We're very proud of this chair. He's doing a great job. That needs to change colors too. Maybe we can change color of the chair itself. So we could try to get into materials. Now this is not... Can you make a Jonathan shoot a beam at you if you're in line of sight? Maybe. I'm not that familiar with materials, to be honest. Like, I know what they are. I know what they're for, but it's a little outside my area of expertise. I think what you want to do is get a material instance and then do some changes to it. I'm having some rendering problems again. This is flickering on my screen. This window is invisible to me. I don't understand why. I'm now working directly off of my OBS preview window. Okay, so this should give me an object that I can use to alter parameters of the material. The name turning thingy we did, is that kind of how you did the heads for the Yamaoka map? Yes. You want to do it that way? Hold on, let's do totally not Yamaoka heads. Okay, thank you. Let's do Jonathans that look at you if you don't look at them. Let me reboot. Okay, this is getting all fucked up. is gonna be a new actor. His name is Shy Jonathan. So first let's put his head in there, which is going to be the Unreal Preview. It's way too big, so let's shrink it down. Now let's give Jonathan a body. This is the most ghetto shit I've ever done. That's translation, you idiot. 143. My boy, he's beautiful. What do we think, guys? Ready to ship? Shy Jonathan. he's a thick boy. Jonathan's too big. I overdid it. Get back down here. That's better. Needs that pyramid head booty. How are you feeling? All right, cool. So now let's do the head. You making a deep sea Roblox game? So what do we need to know? We need to know whether we're looking. We need to know whether we're looking in the direction of Shy Jonathan. So to do that, we want the look at vector between our character and Jonathan, and we want our character's actual forward vector. So first, let's just see that we're getting the right forward vector.
Flashlight. We got it, baby. Isn't that sick?
Can't make you give Shy Jonathan a thick booty and not give a sub.
Thanks, Captain. I appreciate that. Thank you for the 6 months. Doesn't it also depend on the current FOV? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We're going to start with just the assumption that we're caring about the angle of the pawn, and we're going to put a cap on the angle, and that's about it. For now. Draw a line. Why is this in 2D? Start here. Let's make a 100 centimeter line in the direction that we're looking. Just so I can, like, validate that we are. In the right place. I don't see it. I don't see my line. Drink my water. Oh, gosh. I didn't even check. I'm getting a hydration bomb. Thank you. Maybe draw debug line sucks. Make this shit tick. Tick. There he is. Okay, why are you drawing towards 0, 0, 0? Because I'm an idiot. Because I'm just a Dumbo. Okay, so what do we have here? We're going to draw a line. The line starts where we are. The line ends also where we are, but also plus 100 centimeters in the direction that we are currently facing. There we go. There we go, I did it. Draw a line. Okay, so we have the direction that we're looking. And now we want the line between us and Shy Jonathan. We're also going to draw that. Line starts at our location. And it ends at Shy Jonathan's location. Okay. And now what we want to do is find the angle between these lines. So to do that, we take the arc sign. No, we take the, hold on, fuck, shit, god damn it, hold on. We take the dot product of these two vectors. Where's Imbecilicus where I need him? Actually, I need to save my vector from... he's the one... yeah, these two. What's up? I was saying, so I have these two, right? I've got my line to Shy Jonathan, and I've got the line in which I'm looking. And now to find the angle in between, which I'm going to start doing some stuff based off of, I can take the dot product. I take the dot product of these two vectors, and it'll give me the cosine of the angle, which I can then take the arc cosine of the result to get the angle. Then I'm like, wait, is that right? Did I remember that correctly? See? If you ever thought that that shit would never come in handy in school, you were wrong. This is gonna let us turn Shy Jonathan's head. A truly noble endeavor. You think Shy Jonathan is Matt Walker approved? Okay, so I've got... Let's make a unit. I don't know if I need to normalize this, but let's do it anyway. So I've got my forward vector, and I have the vector from Shy Jonathan to me. I think it should be the other way around. From me to Shy Jonathan. There's some magnitude stuff if you're not working with unit vectors, because cos theta is... gotcha. Okay. But if I normalize everything, we should be fine. I don't have to do that. Let's get the dot product. Let's do the... What am I... Is this coming out in radians? That doesn't matter. It's not in degrees or radians. Idiot! I'll get that in degrees. Let's just print that for now. Print on tick. Aw, yeah. So this will give me... We gotta get 2D vectors out of this. Now I'm staring at those cheeks. Who cares about the Z component? I know I don't. Don't give a shit about the Z component. Quick maths. 0 degrees. 90 degree. Whatever. 180. Back down around. That looks good. So now we know how many degrees between our vision and Shy Jonathan. So this is looking a little ugly, right? So there is actually kind of a... There's a pretty cool feature that we can use here. We're going to collapse this graph into get look angle. So we can still open it up and take a look at it if we want. But we don't have to look at it. Just like a function? Yeah, actually, we can do this too. We could take everything back out, and we could collapse to function if you want, which is cool too. You can make that shit pure. Bam. Get look angle. So let's go ahead and on tick. Let's get the look angle. I don't want to recalculate. Yeah, no, fuck. Just get look angle. Don't need that. What I will do is for this color, I'll make it green if you're looking away, and red if you're looking towards them, which will start giving us an indication of whether it should be looking towards us or not. Hello? What am I doing wrong here? Pure functional programming. I'm getting flashbacks to my days doing Haskell in the computer lab. It's called that because it's a Haskell to do anything in it. Why did I never think of that back in school? So let's say if the look angle is greater than, so this is where we're going to avoid FOV for now. We're just going to give shy Jonathan shyness angle. So it's going to be 90 degrees. Why Blueprint? Why not C++? Fine. Next time we do a programming stream, we'll do it in C++. It'll be less fun, I promise you. Okay, so if it's greater than 90 degrees, then we're going to see our indicators turn green. If we go under 90 degrees, he's going to get shy and we're going to get red. That'll be our line colors. Green. Green. So at that point, we're going to turn his head to look at us. Sound good? So, we want the opposite of this. No, we just want that. If that's true, then we will... Look, Jonathan! That's the name of the function. This is Jonathan's head. We're going to update its turn. So we're going to look Jonathan. Find the look at rotation. Head. Set world rotation. Give him this look at rotation. You need to ignore the one axis again? No, I want him to look down at us. And then we'll change it if it looks like shit. Which it probably will. Ah! Shy John... Wait a minute. Why did his body pitch down? Oh, because everything is... Okay, I know why. It's because of the ownership chain here. We want the head to be independent. So let's make the body the scene root, actually. I said make the body the scene root, but this is okay. Apparently the booty cheeks are going to move independently from the body, which is totally fine. They're allowed. Okay, so he's currently looking away. Hey, it's Shy Jonathan! He's looking straight at us. What's up, Shy Jonathan? And now he's doing his own thing. He's doing his own thing. We look away. Bam! Shy Jonathan. There he is. We did it, boys. I've never seen this in any video game before. I've never seen anything like it. What do you guys think? It is in DBD. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Let's get rid of that print shit. Ah! There you go. Hey, wait, what the fuck is wrong with you? There we go. So, this is a unique game mechanic that has never been seen before. Before we end, I just want to create one more Jonathan. I'm going to copy paste this, but this is going to be Party Jonathan. What the fuck did we call it? Actor number 2. Yeah, right. Oh, check this out. Check the... Rotating, but we do it ourselves, gets the owner. So we're going to do a slight variation on that. It's going to be an actor component. Yeah, this is our last task of the night. It's doing it. It is happening again. You have 2 instances of Jonathan. I want Jonathan to be a singleton. Did Shy Jonathan get a name tag? He did not. Okay, because what I need here is a component that rotates another component rather than a whole actor. So I'm going to add a new component. This is going to be a single component rotator component. Fuck yeah. Okay, cool. Wait, this is a C++ class. We've gone too far. We've gone too far. Back up. Oh no. It's compiling modules. What have we done? What up, bud? I was gonna call you Pound, but then people aren't gonna know who I'm talking to. We were going to play Dead by Daylight, but instead we game dev'd. I mean, I don't know if I'd call it game dev. We did something. For legal reasons, I must make it very clear that there is no relationship whatsoever between this little experiment and Dead by Daylight. A new blueprint script component called single component rotator component. We're going to have a function set component to rotate. With a scene component in it. Thing to rotate. Something I don't like about when using UE4 is if I want to get back to my content browser and I haven't split it off somewhere smart, I need to go back to the tab that has the level to find my content browser, which is not ideal. Let's take a look at our rotating what we do it ourselves component and copy paste. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh wait, I especially don't copy paste it into a random function. Let's paste it in here. We're going to use our fun create variable. Cool. Except instead of rotations per second. Is this easier for people to read than text code? It depends what you're familiar with. If you're very familiar with code, then no, this is a nightmare. Right, it's that instead of rotating the owner, I want to get this guy's world location. Yeah, now we're cooking with gas. Don't rotate the owner. Ooh, can I add world rotation to a component? Add world rotation. We're gonna find out. Just in case it complains at me, we're gonna do a validity check. Because, why do we do a validity check? I'll explain to you why. Also, a fun difference between scripting and blueprint and coding in C++. These graphs are code. Yeah, they are. They just look weird. So when we create our object, our party Jonathan, we're going to have the single component rotator component, but it won't have the component to rotate yet until we call set component to rotate, which I plan to do on begin play. But let's say that there was a lag there. Let's say that it didn't happen in time, and we ticked the single component rotator component before it had a component to rotate. Are you following? I hope you are, because there's going to be an exam after this. if we got to this point and said component to rotate, add rolled rotation, when we call this here, we would get null out of this because this doesn't point to anything until it's been set by calling set component to rotate. Now, if we were coding something in C++ and we didn't do a validity check, what would happen if we try to call a function from a null pointer? That's how you crash your game. Classic, like the number one way. So, it's a good habit to check your pointers for validity before you do anything with them. Yeah, we're doing, I don't know. I don't want to call this programming, but yeah, sure, whatever, programming. I didn't mean to, but Steam went down. We all love null. Yeah, exactly. So let's go back to Party Jonathan. Party Jonathan doesn't need to do anything on tick. All that Party Jonathan needs to do is when he begins play, we're going to take our single component rotator component, and we're going to set component to rotate. And we're going to give him the head. Bam. So these are all shy Jonathans. Sorry. Should probably clear some of these out. Too many shy Jonathans. Out of here. We're going to put some party Jonathans up in here. Yeah, party Jonathans. And now party Jonathan. Aha, because base rotations per second is 0. Yeah. Let's crank it up, Party Jonathan. Oh, yeah. We can do one better. Instead of rotating the head on Party Jonathan, what if we rotate the whole body? Yeah, buddy. And as remember we said, the buns were too powerful. Let's put everything back on the body hierarchy. There we go. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. What the fuck did we do? It's been a pleasure. I'm sorry we couldn't play Dead by Daylight tonight, but it's okay. I think we salvaged it and we had fun doing random stupid shit. So I guess we ended up immediately proving my theory that fucking around with random shit in Unreal Blueprints would be more fun than my last attempt at a game dev stream in Unity. I would say this has been a success, so thank you all for bearing with me as we got through that. I truly appreciate it. I guess we'll work more of this stuff in. I'm not sure exactly when, because at the moment I want to play Dead by Daylight. I really do. I was actually really looking forward to playing it tonight. So I want to do some DBD. I want to finish Star Control 2, and then after that we can start thinking about what'll be next. I'm going to be streaming a bit less at the moment because I have some moving stuff to do until the end of October. When things get back to normal, I will reincorporate a few weekend streams here and there, although one of those is going to be per month for Kill Your Subs, where I'm going to play Dead by Daylight with subs. Be like, hey, thank you for subbing, guys. Let's play Dead by Daylight. So anyway, more of this in the future, but I don't know when. And then the next game after Star Control 2, Little Nightmares. I didn't forget about it. I think it probably just makes more sense to finish one game at a time. So I'm going to finish Star Control, and then I'm going to do Little Nightmares. And that's it. It was interesting seeing how the other half lived, but I feel happier with your Razor MVC SQL Basic. I mean, it would have taken me a little bit longer to get Party Jonathan spinning. but those letters make money, so I mean that's good. All right, I'll do a raid for those of you who stuck around through all this. Again, I really want to thank you for the support. It means a lot to me that you guys are willing to chill out and watch this kind of stuff, and not just Dead by Daylight. Makes me feel like there's a bit of hope for this channel yet in the future, because I still know a lot of like insider knowledge about DVD for now, but as time rolls on, and it always does, the years start coming and they don't stop coming, unlike Pinhead. I will know less and less about the internal workings, and I'll have less like juicy insider knowledge for you. So hopefully I have other things that are fun to watch and hang out with. And so far it seems pretty good, so thanks again, guys. I said I was gonna raid, right? Why didn't I do that? Who's doing stuff? My boy Toast is... Let me just make sure he's not actually about to quit. What are you doing? What are you doing, friend?
What would a shutdown emote look like?
Yeah, he's alright. Go say some nice stuff to Taller Toast. He's also not playing Dead by Daylight, so nothing changes. And thank you all so much, really. It means a lot to me, and I had fun. I'll catch you on Thursday for more Star Control 2. Bye-bye.